It's a great day for a whole bunch of reasons. First of all, we all got up this morning. Let's give ourselves a round of applause. Then we got up and we said we got to go do our sacred duty, and that is to vote for Charlie Angus here in Timmins James Bay. So we went to the polls and we did our duty. Then we said, what? Now we got to go work for Charlie Angus in order to get other people to vote for him in Timmins James Bay. And together we have pulled a victory for Charlie, but the work that he's done, but more importantly, the work that you do as volunteers in order to make sure that we identify our vote, and on election day our vote comes out. The other reason, quite frankly, is because we got some great candidates. And here in our riding, we have probably one of the best candidates in Canada, and none other, I want to call up mon ami, Monsieur Charlie Angus, re-elected to Timmins James Bay. Charlie, come on up here. Ready, Charlie?
Rock in Timmins James Bay? And do we not rock right across Northern Ontario? We will be the party. They're standing up day after day to make sure that Stephen Harper does not take us down the failed road of the George Bush agenda. That's the message that's coming out of Timmins James Bay tonight. And that's the message coming right across Northern Ontario.
Jack Layton ran an amazing campaign. I was really proud of what we were putting out there, which was the issues that people at the door were talking about. We see this growing gap between the super rich, the CEOs, and we see everybody else being left behind. The vision of Stephen Harper is to basically take $50 billion in corporate tax cuts, give breaks to the CEOs, tell them they deserve a raise, and leaving everyone else behind. That's not the message that the people in Timmins James Bay wanted to hear, and that's not the message that people in Northern Ontario wanted to hear.
When the House reconvenes after the next throne speech, are there any issues that you have specific concerns about that you'll be bringing back to Ottawa?
We really need to start addressing fairness. Mr. Harper's I'm all right, Jack philosophy for the super rich doesn't cut it. We've got crumbling infrastructure, we've got a lack of doctors and nurses, we need more people trained, and we need someone who's going to give our seniors a raise for a change.
Charlie, what about the school in Attawapiskat? I mean, it didn't materialize in the last session of Parliament. How are you going to make that happen this time?
We'll be on a conference call tomorrow morning about the Human Rights Conference in Toronto that's being held with youth from all across Ontario. The Attawapiskat campaign is growing. It hasn't been in the paper much lately because we've been doing a lot of work behind the scenes, but you're going to see some phenomenal activities taking place, and sooner or later the government's going to come back to the table. We're looking forward to a new Indian Affairs Minister. I don't think Chuck Straw will be back in that position, and I think even the Conservatives have to agree that they've done the state of Aboriginal education is dismal, and we need a government that commits to it.